What is that duck face that all girls do? Stephen Johnson stocks. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Positives and negatives this week, but on the whole, things are shaping up pretty well. I mean, I'm down about 80 bucks this week. Few stupid trades, good lessons, they're in the video, but up overall a few hundred over the last few weeks. And the thing is, like with anything in life, when it comes to any kind of self-development, you've got to think big picture, because like otherwise life's just a scary roller coaster. And yeah, I mean, you've got to strap in and enjoy the ride. And yeah, and thank you for everyone who watched Junk Does Penny Stocking. Had a lot of really cool reviews. It's crossing 1,000 views pretty much now, which is awesome to see, because I didn't want it to be an epic fail. Good to get some hate as well. Some of the hate is hilarious. But a lot of great comments as well. So thanks to everyone who watched that. I'll just quickly go through some of your comments. Evan, very good, really enjoyed it. Thanks a lot, Evan. Jason, thanks for the video. I love the idea of you giving us some poor bastards info from the challenge. Not a problem, dude. That's the purpose of the whole series. You're going to be my role model, bro. Dude, I should not be your role model by Nguyen. I mean, I drink too much. I'm obsessive about stuff, which is kind of a good thing with this. And the ex-girlfriend doesn't like us anymore. Well, do you know what it is? I hung out with her a little bit yesterday, and things are good. I miss her a little bit, but let's see where that goes. Deep, really appreciated this, Stephen. I wish it could have been longer, dude. I'm sorry. Time resources are tough right now, and sometimes I burn out and I get exhausted, and this can lead to bad trading. Heath, this was your best video so far. Excellent job. Schneeriously, thank you, Heath. Nick, okay, and onto the haters. These are hilarious. Nick Vigilante, stop copying Tim. Be original. And I'm like, dude, I am a 29-year-old man in a little fucking studio bedroom. Tim's a multi-millionaire successful trader. I'm not copying, I'm just trying to be myself. But I like the comment. And the other one that made us laugh, Air Cages, good call. He said something ridiculous, and I was like, the channel's crossed 100,000 views. It's doing really well. And he was like, oh, and I was like, oh, maybe I should. He was like, you shouldn't be giving these videos. And I was like, all right, then I'll just stop, and everyone will be disappointed. And he was saying, yeah, you should stop. You should stop because you're not a profitable trader and you're losing money. Tim's arrogance is rubbing off on you. Shame we can't say the same about your trading skills. And credit Air Cages, that was a good comeback. It was a funny comment. But in terms of Tim's arrogance, I mean, I don't think he's really arrogant in the first place. Maybe I am arrogant sometimes, but I've always had this thing where it's not so much arrogance. It's like I want to entertain and I want to have fun. I want to entertain myself and entertain you guys and just make some fun of a fucking otherwise what is occasionally a bit of a mundane existence. So yeah, I mean, that's where I am right now. A few of you guys were asking about the Tim Grattani webinar from the Junk Does Penny Stocking series and how to get it. This is exclusive to challenge students, guys. I'm sorry. And I think it's exclusive to Tim Sykes as well. And if you want to click the referral link below, or if you want to trade with Tim, that's wonderful. Please do. I'll get a small referral for that. I'm not doing these videos to get these referrals. Honestly, I get $40 a month if you sign up, and 4 people have signed up to the referrals. It's not mind-blowing profits. I'm doing this for the big picture, the better cause. Trust me on this. But every little helps. Please do click the referral if you want to join Silver. I'm on Silver. I'll take you through my stats. Fuck, I don't care if this video is long. And I'll take you through some other stuff as well. In terms of my trading career, I mean, I'm at the point now where I have 2 solid setups. And one's the multi-day breakout that I learned from Tim Grattani's DVD. The other one's the Penny Stocking Framework pattern that I learned from the Penny Stocking Framework Tim Sykes DVD. And again, I'm not pushing these DVDs. But I do not have the time, because these videos keep on going over to explain exactly what they are. So just follow me on Junk 87 on Profitly, Junk 1987. I'll put all of the referrals up here. I live trade on Snapchat, Instagram, StephenJohnsonStocks.com. There's more stuff coming to that website. ask me there, but like in reality, just buy the DVD. It's significantly better for you to do that. But like I've mastered these two patterns, but what I want to do now is kind of grow and expand to the next level. And right now, stocks are running like crazy. So I'm exploring this kind of bull flag pattern. I see Eric Russell trade a lot, but before I just jump in and do something crazy and lose money, I'm gonna be like tracking some stats and seeing how I can perfect this bull flag pattern. And I'll go into that now, and you'll see the trades, and you'll see a kind of recap on the month. So, c'est la vie. I'll see ya in a little bit. Okay, so quick profit loss. Yes, I am consistently in the red. You fucking haters. Yes, education helps you get better. But you've got to look at the green, and it's like I was in the 20%, then I was in the 30%. Now in January I finished 34%, pretty much the best I've ever done. In February I'm into the 50s, like winning 50% of my trades. And when I first started, I was losing 40% of my account balance, then 20%, then 10%, then 1%, then back to 10%, then 8%. Now I'm back at 1%. So the tide is turning, you fucking haters. And you will be in your caves when I turn profitable and prove that you can do it with dedication and perseverance. And it is perseverance. I mean, I'm tracking bull flags now, and I've been through some crazy things. I mean, I've tracked endless amounts of data. This was more when I was like learning, and then I was just trying to understand the Nasdaq a bit. And now I've got two solid patterns laid down. I'm just starting a new Excel, just tracking bull flags on stocks between 9 and 10 and 3 and 4 on the top 5 percentage gainers to see how high was the initial spike, how many red candles did it pull back on the bull flag, what was the bull flag high, what was the low, what percentage did it drop, and could I have made a profitable trade if I'd got in somewhere within the low of the bull flag? Yes or no? And I'm going to be tracking these to really try and perfect the bull flag. Eric Russell does it very well, and it's just the next strategy. I mean, I can trade the framework pattern well, I can trade the solid breakout pattern well, I can I've consistently been taking profits on them both lately. So it's just about adding one more setup to get better and better and better. But for this, I might be paper trading it a bit. I'll be tracking the stats on it a little bit. I'm not going to be jumping into this because when I do that, I lose money. Get in my belly. I'll just be quick on this because there's not too many great lessons. But I mean, this was everyone's big hot stock last week. It did a toxic financing and crashed, and then it bounced earlier than I anticipated. But on the 1-day chart, I mean, it's nothing that I'd really want to trade. I was just in and out in a very small position size with a wide spread, just because I know like ETRM, MYOS, now PULM, these stocks, once they get going, they can really run. So I was basically buying dips and selling into strength. So I tried to buy the dip here, but I got a bit freaked out. Should have held. And then over here, I got in this channel from the 380s to the 356s, and I was kind of buying this ascending triangle, anticipating the breakout. So I was buying the weakness, selling into strength, buying the weakness, selling into strength. And in hindsight, the lesson here is I burnt myself on commissions a bit because I was just experimenting basically. But next time I'd hold longer, especially when it does break the ascending triangle successfully. It's just I don't have enough experience with these types of stocks yet, so it's very, very fucking scary when a big seller comes in and really influences the stock. But I know for future, hold a bit longer, have a bit more faith, and you can sometimes hold through the downswings if you've got a comfortable position size. This is a really nice breakout pattern. Breakout consolidated near its highs and broke out again. What I really liked about this though is, even though I missed the breakout and it was a really nice breakout in the morning, it was holding this this low here, this 236 low. So I was actually thinking, great. I was like, this is a good opportunity when it made this higher low here. So I bought in at 238, watched it run to 245, watched it come back down to basically the 236s. Now I was out 237 around here because frankly the stock was so boring. I was like, oh, it's killing us. I'll move on to something else. But should have held a bit of patience with it. Should have watched it, stayed in the stock, saved some commissions. Because the original plan was always to buy it into the close, because I thought this will run into the close because it's a multi-day breakout. And so I ended up buying it back at 238. Well, I should have just held it. and it did what I thought. It ran into the close because people are all anticipating the fact that it is a multi-day breakout, and it's probably going to do tomorrow what it did today. Like, I mean, what it did on the 23rd of February. It had this day, gapped up. It didn't gap up. It kind of closed around the same, and then it ran all the way up to the 40s. So people are doing the same. They're buying it here. Oh wow, it's at 257. That's good profits for us. Because I was basically in at 238, so I'm up about 30 cents a share here. I'm selling half at around 259, and I'll sell the other half tomorrow. I just want to lower my position size, lock in some profits, because I think it's going to do probably something like this again tomorrow, because history repeats itself. Okay, guys, so this is INFI part 2. It actually opened about 1% down, a slight gap down, which was a little bit worrying, but not too worrying because it's got a big float. And it ran straight into the open, which was nice to see. Locked in some profits around this 58 area, selling half my shares. And then I watched it ramp up to the 68, but because it had kind of been strong on its second day here, I thought it could run about 40 cents a share. It actually couldn't this time, so glad I locked in some profits. But then I watched it crack. This big crack is a sign to get out, and really what you should be doing next is selling into strength because it's going to make this lower high. I mean, it wasn't a strong enough bounce to come back. So selling anywhere in the 260s, 262 would have been great. I instead held for some crazy reason, and then I couldn't get out of this downtrend. And should have just been getting out as soon as possible because your opportunity to sell, I would say selling to strength, buying to weakness. I should have been selling into strength after this crack, but I mean, c'est la vie, we all make mistakes. I still come out of it profitable, and just a little bit, but it's better than losing, which is what I've done for the past 6 months before this. Okay, so I mean, this is a pretty simple one. It was just a stupid trade. I was so exhausted. Had a lot of stuff on at the minute, and to the point though I was like delirious. I was like, I just want to sleep, and I should have gone to bed. When your brain is telling you to go to bed, just go to bed. So yeah, I mean, this is the chart. It had its kind of first green day in a while, and then I was buying it 10% off its lows the next day, which when I was 10% down. Frankly, don't buy a stock in the red. That's rule number one, which I always follow except yesterday. But I mean, it had the short squeeze yesterday, and for whatever reason, I was like, it should have a short squeeze again. And the funny thing was, I was like, I know I'm wrong in this stock, and I even drew a descending triangle to prove myself that I was wrong, but I just stayed in it anyway. So I mean, virgin insanity, but I mean that's what when you trade tired does say. I was buying here in the 760s into someone's perfect short. I don't know why I'm laughing. It's terrible. And yeah, the lower highs cracked. Just a stupid trade. I guess we'll all make them. Don't trade when you're tired. Realistically, though, I bought. Like again, I shouldn't have been trading midday either. But I was just thinking maybe it will squeeze. Yesterday, look, it had this big squeeze yesterday. I thought well, maybe it'll do it again, but in hindsight, the momentum was with the stock. It was up like, I don't know how much percent, like 60% or whatever yesterday, and today it was down 10%, so I had momentum against us, and the momentum was on the short side. Just a stupid thing, but good lesson, I guess. Good luck, well, just ridiculous lesson. Okay, so this is a real quick one. CERU. I mean, it was basically just a big runner, and this is something that I've been trying to like kind of get better at, but I'm sure I would have talked about this at the start of the video, so I'm not going to go on about it now. But I mean, it had ramped in the morning. It was in this channel. I mean, it was kind of holding support once, twice. So I thought the third time it would hold support as well. I was really buying into stop losses going out on the failed breakout. It made this little U shape, looked like it was about to break out. It didn't, it failed. Stop losses went off. And even when it dipped down here, I thought it might be dipping under the support line, but kind of coming back. I should have been out at 44. I was in at 47. Ideally, a lesson to take away from this would be to buy more at the support of 44.45 when it's a lower price stock. And then when it cracks and comes back, like sell it for break even, because I didn't expect it to break the support level, which it had held throughout the day. But the reality is, I think MYOS had an offering. It published news during the day that it was going to have an offering. I've been told, and I don't know if this affected CERU because they both kind of fell at the same time. Maybe it just shook a bit of confidence in the market. I don't know. But regrets not cutting the loss a bit quicker. It should have only been about a $20 loss. But yeah, I mean, dip buy close at the support or don't dip buy at all on these kind of stocks. Or wait for a green candle to see it leveling out. A lot of ways to play this better. And that's it. Thanks for sticking around, guys. I'm gonna go hit the gym because if I carry on gaining weight, like I've been tired. I've been burning out. I've been working so much that I've completely neglected every single person in my life, and me eating and stuff like that. And I need to strike a bit more of a balance. So I'm gonna be running a bit more, and I might make a little effort to see the odd person here or there. But I'll still be. Don't worry. I'll be obsessively doing this until I make it, because we will not fail. And throw that one out there again. If you watch the whole video, I'd like to say we will not fail, because we will not fail. And I am not failing. And if you stick around with us and we'll hang out a lot, you will not fail as well. We're in this together, living the dream. I'll see y'all later.